All right, I'm here with number one son, and today we are going to try to replace the screen of this Bark phone, which is a Samsung
A14.
A15. So he went to play some soccer, and it came back looking like this. So what's the story? It got hit with
Someone stepped on it.
someone
Hit with
stepped
the
on
ball.
it, and it hit with a ball. Who knows? We're gonna try to do a teardown and do a screen replacement. We'll let you know what happens.
Yikes.
All right, take two. This time with the correct kit, because apparently it's not an A15, it's an A14. So we'll rip into this, and hopefully this will be the right screen. Okay, so we've got the new screen housing, new screen cover, and some more tools. Cool. And this does indeed look like the correct screen this time. The A15 was actually slightly smaller. This part was a little rough, but luckily this screen's so busted up I was able to get one of these little guitar picks in the kit, just in between there on the side with the buttons to start. And once that first corner kind of popped off, it really just kind of zipped right around there. It also looks like the bottom by the USB port was a little broken, but I think that helped.
Flip it out. Yeah. Like that.
Alright, what do you think the next step is, Bubba?
Unscrew the screws.
All of them?
Yeah.
Alright, let's give it a whack.
Don't forget the ones at the bottom of the frame.
Man, that's a lot of screws. There's more than Nintendo's have. Alright. Now we gotta pry up this bit gently. Okay, that ribbon cable's still connected there. So that's gonna have to come off.
What if you don't need to do that?
There we go. Alright. I've got that free from there. So now I just gotta transfer all these guts over into the new one. Alright.
You're supposed to use the blue tool.
Oh boy. Give you much room to pry on this one. There we go. Not really worried about screwing up this cable down here either, because this new one has a new one. There it is. Okay, Okay, so now he's gonna pull out the mother and daughter board, it looks like.
That cable right there needs to come up. Because in order to get
Well, we
the...
gotta transfer that whole board over, and those two antennas are connected all the way up to the main board, so we might be able to just take it all out in one piece.
I know that thing comes undone first, though. Because look, we already have one right here, so we can take that off.
Good point.
And the vibration sensor also needs to...
Come out.
Yeah, and the only way you can take it out is by removing that piece.
It looks like it's underneath, though, pretty
Yeah.
hard. Boy. Sputters are so wide. There we go. Alright. White's on the bottom. Remind me of that in 10 seconds when I forget.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. That just lifts right out. Okay.
So next is the battery.
Now it looks like we got to transfer over whatever that is. There you go. Okay, it just looks like a speaker. Let's see if we can get that to focus. So it should just press right in to this new spot. And it looks like everything's just kind of a press fit with these metal contacts. Yeah, so this one just sits in there. This other one must have like a little rubber gasket or something. Let me just check that. Let me see if we can get this little gasket out. That might make it even better. Oh yeah. That'll come out. Maybe.
It's the battery.
Beautiful. Alright, so that came out. So that's that little tiny gasket that we'll just put onto the new frame here, and then hopefully that'll make that stick a little better. Wonderful, that feels better too. Alright. So speaker done.
That,
What else you see different?
that
So let's get back on camera here. This little vibration motor.
I watched a video where someone just poked it from the side, left side.
Okay. I really hate getting that stuff with like a flathead screwdriver, but we might have to. For this. Am I trying with a sputter? Well, I don't think that's gonna work. Let me get a flathead. Alright, we've got a really fine flathead. Give that a shot. There we go. Just a little bit of adhesive on the bottom of that holding it in. clock this right so that those contacts are in the right spot, kind of coming down at a little angle like that. That looks good.
All you can do is a battery, which just this little pull tab right here, and it comes out. Get under that.
A. Guess we pull on A first. Jeez. And then B.
And you just pull up.
Holy crap. I might need the heat gun for this bad boy. Alright, why don't you get a shot? Alright, go get the heat gun. Yeah. Just gotta not apply too much. So I'm gonna hit it from the screen side. Okay, so the original came with way too much adhesive. I mean, it took a lot of pulling and prying and a little bit of work from the heat gun from this side. But then we were able to get some sputters underneath there and finally pull it out. So just be ginger. This new one also has a sticky plate. So you just pull that off of there. And we're going to set our battery in. Nice and centered in the opening. Nice light touch down. Beautiful.
White on the bottom.
White on the bottom. Thank you. So I'll forget that. Alright, let's see if this lines up for a shot here. Beautiful, that seems nice. Alright, now we're going to try to do white on the bottom. And this little track.
Can we use the smudger for it to push it down in?
Yeah, we can. Once I get this first one in, we'll probably have to do that with the black. Alright, now we've got to line up this USB port to get it to sit right. Well, there it goes. Just kind of knocked into place there. Okay, camera battery died, but we got it. So I think on this one, the headphone jack was just a little bent out of whack. So I was having a problem fitting in there. But that goes in there nice. So now we just got to bury those cables down the side and then start reconnecting the cables. Okay, we definitely need to get this ribbon cable down first and then have the white cable over top. Alright, this little guy was fighting me. But we just connect. Just line it up and just push. Got those in. And now this last one is connecting the battery. thing. Now we just need to screw everything back together, I think. Which means I gotta plug this last cable back in. There. Okay, now this can go on top. Beautiful. And luckily all these screws are the same size, so it doesn't matter if you mix any of them up. Okay, top. There's one last little piece. It's just a little foam pad there. Just gonna see if I can peel that up and transfer it over to the new one. Beautiful. No idea what it does. Probably just cushions that little speaker or whatever's there. Alright, yeah, you just gotta make sure that that white cable is down, and there's a little trough in there, so just push it down in. And this should sit a little more flush. That looks better. Alright, flip this back case back on. Gonna get.
Peel the red thing off.
And we're gonna put our screen protector on while it's still brand new.
Peel the red thing off. Why would you put the screen protector over the red thing?
We're gonna peel the red thing off and then put the screen
peel the red
protector.
thing off there?
Stand by. We don't want to get a bunch of dust on there, right? Since this screen is brand new, may as well just throw this on before anything touches anything. Alright. Cool. Alright, Bubba. You want to peel the red off? Don't touch the glass once you peel that off. Yep, don't touch the glass. Beautiful. Alright, I'll peel the back off of this bad boy. Beautiful.
Put the SIM card in first.
There's the charger. All right, SIM card. But let's throw it on the charger and we'll see if it worked. I'll be damned, buddy. What do you think?
Looks good.
Looks good? Scale of 1 to 10.
11.
11? It wasn't that hard. What do you think? What'd that take us?
5.
What'd it take us? 27 minutes?
5 out of 10.
Alright, be more careful. Love you, kiddo. Alright, the boy claimed that was an 11 out of 10 on the difficulty. Honestly, getting the back off was pretty frustrating, but I mean, I guess you could always just buy a new back plate too, and just break it off if it gets stuck. But other than that, really the hardest part was getting this dang battery adhesive out. The rest is just a couple of tiny screws and just transfer everything over. The replacement screen was like $21 on Amazon. Put a link below. It had everything you need and a screen protector for the new one. So cool bonding experience. Cool to do some hands-on stuff with the boy. Make sure he's at least half the nerd that I am growing up. So fun experience overall. Give it a shot. You can do it.